All right. So, it's not Creature this time. It is Salem. I am going to figure out how to have a guest. All right. So, it is time. I'm going to send an invite to ClericWitch. Then we're going to get this started. I have some questions already planned. So, I had to do a makeshift in my old bedroom. That me and my boyfriend shared it as parents, so. Alright, let's get my volume turned up so I can hear. Can everybody hear me? So hopefully he sees the invite. So. Hey! Here.
Hello.
I gotta figure out how to make my screen smaller, because I'm not very... Oh, I think I figured it out, maybe? No? I'm not good at this. I'm so sorry.
No, me neither. So it's totally okay.
Okay. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, I made your screen bigger. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Alright, so you are ClericWitch. Tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what inspired the name.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on your show. Super excited to be here. Um, so about myself and where the name came from. Well, my name's Jeff. ClericWitch is primarily me. I write all the songs and record the instruments and put them out digitally. Actually, initially, it was supposed to be a digitally only sort of band, and then we're now trying to branch out into doing some live stuff. So, and then the name actually, I'm a nerd, so of course the name came from a video game, right?
Oh,
It was the Bloodborne game.
yeah.
I think the first like big boss you fight is this big, nasty looking Bridezilla werewolf, and the name of the monster was Cleric Beast, and I'm like, that sounds cool, but let's make it a witch because witches are awesome too.
It made me, for some reason, like Cleric reminded me so much of D&D as well. So it's like it was either
Yeah.
it made me think of Bloodborne or D&D like so much. So that's why I figured I'd ask. It's such a unique name, and I love the name. So
Thank you. Yeah, and I actually do the D&D too. I'm that kind of nerd as well. So
there you go.
that's there
That's
too.
awesome. And then I got another question. So I was wondering, like, who inspired you as far as like your music style? Like, what did you grow up listening to? What inspired you, even when you were a teenager, like getting into like metal and all sorts of different genres?
Sure. Well, I've always loved music. I was raised in a musical family. My dad played a little bit of guitar, not too much, but he played a little bit. Um, and so this all started like literally when I was probably 4 years old. I would build stages out of blocks and put on my hat because Garth Brooks was the biggest star in the world at the time, actually. Which, oh man, that reference doesn't age well these days. But anyway, I'd be out there running around on these block stages made of blocks and putting on a show for people. Um, Musically, as far as metal goes, specifically, so I'm a millennial. I came in the time that Slipknot and Linkin Park were coming up. So, new metal bands like that were huge to me. Plus, like, I think like Slipknot and Limp Bizkit, like specifically, were just for a little bit older than me when they first came out.
Yeah.
So it was like the rebellious thing to be into that kind of music too.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then love for metal just grew from there, and trying to mix in as much as I can because I really love a lot of different kinds of music.
Oh, I do too. I like all different sorts of genres. Like, Typo Negative was my inspiration to getting into like metal.
Ooh, heck yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, because I know a lot of the times we have a favorite artist in that moment that we're like listening to so much. So
Hmm.
I'm like wondering, like, who have you been listening to as far as like lately? Like, what's something
Okay.
you've been stuck on?
Sure. Uh, the heavier the better for me. So like my number one influence right now, probably the heaviest influence you hear on ClericWitch stuff is Lorna Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fanboy. Hashtag Will notice me and do this. Uh, but yeah, I'm a big fan of theirs, and even their older stuff is great too. So I've get a lot of inspiration from that as far as recent examples go.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I've noticed like how unique your music style is too. I listened to like a little bit. I really like it. It just like your vocals as well. I know that there's like certain techniques to them. So like, do you ever do like vocal warm ups at all? Do you ever
Oh
just
yeah, yeah. So I have two warm up routines. Uh,
you want to
the
go and
one
show
the
us?
one I should do and the one that I do. uh, so the one that I should do actually, I'll be quick on that one. Do all the old classic vocal warm ups, right? Oh, with the scale, of course. But that stuff really gets you limbered up and warming up your vocals kind of with that. The same way you would to sing is how you would warm up your vocals to do harsh vocals. Um, Now, in a world where I don't always have time to get myself all warmed up, my routine is actually I sing a couple of songs that I have down really good. They're kind of fit into my range and move between the two. And I can kind of use that to get me into where I need to be.
Very nice. So, like, do you ever? I mean, there are like certain things. Like my boyfriend Adam, he's in a band called Incognita. So like, he does a lot of different vocal warm ups. His thing is though, he always is told like, don't drink dairy, don't have anything with dairy in it or soda, or it'll like mess with your vocal cords. How true do you feel that is for you?
Um, well, I mean, it's definitely true. I mean, Celine Dion famously doesn't consume dairy before shows because she doesn't want it to clog up. So you get kind of a phlegm buildup with dairy products. Um, is it unsurmountable? No. Like I think that the whole you can't have the dairy ever is a little bit extreme on it, but certainly like before I'm performing, I'm not going to drink a big glass of milk. That's going
Yeah,
to get me.
that's fair. I just wanted to know how you felt about that because a lot of artists are very much, they can be a little extreme with that, but it's also like, I guess it just depends too on, whatever it is that they do, especially. But yeah, it's kind of good to know about that just because I've always been told, yeah, don't drink this, don't drink that, don't eat this. I'm like, that's a little extreme. You'd think it's before a show.
Well,
You shouldn't do
Well,
that.
and it depends on kind of what season you're in and or what phase you're in your operations, right? If I'm touring and performing every night, well, then, I'm probably going to limit that, right? But if I'm home and I'm in between recording new material, I don't necessarily have to do that. Now, if I'm recording vocals tomorrow, maybe I won't have cereal for breakfast.
Yeah,
So,
that's Fair.
you work with it, and you don't have to stop living your life to do things that make your hobbies easier for you.
Definitely. And as far as like music goes, because I kind of there's a topic that we were just on as far as like doing music and stuff like that. So what do you do outside of music? Like I know music's probably your whole life, but like what do you do outside of that as far as like career? I mean, I know your music's your career, but what do you do as far as like stuff like that?
Yeah. No, let's go over it. So, I just recently started doing ClericWitch full time, actually. This year, I started doing it full time. And previously, I worked in the mental health field, actually. Um, Last, I was a patient advocate for a local psychiatric hospital, and you know, uh, so prior to making the move to doing ClericWitch full time, I was very much involved with that and mental health and trying to help people.
Do you feel that with being an advocate for mental health, do you feel like even through your music you try to advocate through that as well?
Sure, absolutely. I think because one thing I learned from the experience actually working in that field is that the best thing I can do to advocate for mental health is to speak freely about my own mental health, right? So a lot of Clark Witch's lyrics and themes, you'll see different moods that I'm in and different struggles that I have. I personally have major depressive disorder and ADHD and
Yeah.
based on anxiety, right? Uh, so I think that really just being okay with that and being okay with, going out on TikTok live and saying, yeah, that's a thing that I struggle with and we write songs about it. I just hope that encourages other people to feel more comfortable and less shamed for
Yeah,
their.
I agree with that wholeheartedly because I think it's a really good idea to be open because mental health shouldn't be like shunned as it was in the 50s or the 60s. It's such a different time now that I feel like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's so much easier as an artist to be able to, effectively kind of put that through your music and, be able to put that out there and have people relate. It's so like, it's a very clarifying thing just to be able to experience that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah. But I got another question too. So let's see. If you were to ever say, for instance, a record label, in a sense, wanted to sign you, would you prefer to be independent or would you like to be signed by a label at all?
Um, well, there's ups and downs to both, and um, you know, so you got to look at the deal that they're putting out for you. If a label comes through and wants to give a good deal that's fair, and I retain, my creative independence, and am able to, make the music I want to make, then we can talk, right? Uh, but I'm also willing to, do things independently and work the DIY circuit to make the music that I want to make without having to capitulate to what other people think music should be.
Definitely. And I feel like just having that creative freedom helps a lot because you don't, thankfully, I mean, I feel like it's very, slim chance that you ever get a record label that might screw you over nowadays as far as like
Yeah.
rock and stuff like that. Because I know
A lot
Tyler
better than it used to
got
be.
screwed over by one of their record labels. And, so it's just one of those, out of chance not wanting to be screwed over. And, because it definitely puts a damper in creativity.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it can. But also, it's fair to acknowledge that there's resources that come with it too that